in a beautification. It's how we play.
All set for the big final, Limacall CPL 2013, the showdown of the Guyana Amazon Warriors against the Jamaica Tallawahs here at a packed Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain, Trinidad.
Okay, let's have a look at the highlights from the first half of this big final. This is a boundary from Perkins first up. That was about one of the very few boundaries, actually. Well, that was a bit of a top edge, but it got the maximum. The camera lady was ducking a little bit, but then Perkins went for 14, 17 balls. Things slowed down a little bit. He tried to break the shackles. He couldn't do that, and you can see the disappointment on his face as he tried to play some shots. That's the first delivery that Nikita Miller bowled, and he got pasted. Telegrat Nadosha, man of the match in the semi, inside edge, Bernard into the attack. He likes to bring the ball back into the right hander. He did it perfectly. Simmons, backward a square on the offside. A well-structured boundary, and that was beautifully played through the cover. So a couple of good shots from Simmons, and then Chris Gale introduced himself, and he was hammered. It was a bit like a Chris Gale shot itself, that one. Now this is Dinesh Ramdan who arrived. Simmons slapping that one over the fence as well. Another boundary, this time along the ground for Simmons. And then Simmons tried one too many, couldn't clear. Kumar Sangakkara went for 40 off 44. Matari Muluduran was into the attack. Narayan fancied him and hit half a dozen. But he's been terrific, Matari Muluduran. This was very lazy from Narayan. Could have dived, I think, and he might have found his ground, so that was disappointing. This is where things started to go a little bit awry for the Warriors, and it left a lot to be done. Ramling on for 29, a pretty solid 29 off 34 balls. Gale picked up that wicket. That was the only wicket that he picked up, actually, when he got some tap right at the end. Franklin was, well, he was down the order. He wasn't asked to come up and bat. That should have happened, that's for sure, because he can do this at the end. A couple of terrific shots, and this was the last boundary off the last ball. 20 runs off that final over, so some sort of recovery. A little bit of more happiness from Roger Harper. They've got a total on the board. It's going to be interesting.
Amazon Warriors kept in check, 128 for 5 after they were put into bat. Simmons 40, Ramdan 29. Gale really was expensive, conceding some 42 runs, but in the end 128 for 5. They'll be disappointed with that effort.
Chris Gale underway with a leg side boundary off Malinga. Santoki got one full, tried to swing it away, trapping Gale, but found the outside edge, and Chadwick Walton was quite severe on the first over of Tilakaratne Dilshan, but then tried it once too often, Danny Morrison, and he found himself walking back to the pavilion.
Yeah, big moment in the game there, and you thought, well, they're in it. And then all of a sudden, Captain Gale, dark and stormy, got into the act. Should have been a stumping there. Sangakkara, we saw that the other night. Got away with another one. And then Gale, well, he went downtown and made it look easy. Swing on the leg side, Sangakkara. He keep it down enough. And James Franklin, he took a smart catch. Then this from Malinga. Suddenly the Warriors were back in the contest here in the finale. Big shout there. Billy Bowden said no. Sliding down. And then the Gale and Russell show finished things off. Thrashed it to all parts of this wonderful stadium. That, well, it's out of here. Gale, big swing, slides down to third man. Big over off Barnwell. And then Russell straight down the ground a couple of times. Can't stop these. Oh, timing to boot. And this is where Santoki, unfortunately, in this final over, lost the radar and got punished. Andre Russell. This guy can make it go. Oh, some good Yorkers, but in the end, not enough. And the celebrations with the Jamaica Tallawahs up out of the dugout, and there with their captain. Big smiles and high fives and plenty of celebration for the JTs.
And the only problem trying to steal a stump nowadays with these ones, you can't take them. They're too expensive. You can't have a souvenir. Gonna have to paint some others up and just give them away.
Summary of this wonderful final, the Amazon Warriors could only put together 128 for 5 in their 20. Lendl Simmons 40, Ramden 29, and Franklin with a little cameo at the end. Wasn't ever really going to be enough against the Tallawahs. Gale 47 not out, Russell 33 not out, with the stars of the show 129 for 3 with 2.5 overs to spare. They win the JTs by 7 wickets.
It's how we play.